So the first property we went to was in Merthyr Tydfil, and that's our completed project, which we're running as SA. So that's been live for about 2 months now. So we started out with 100k, and we knew that we wanted to get a property wholly funded with our own funds first of all. So that kind of took us up north or Wales. So we are from Dorset, so 3.5 hours down the road. We then spent a lot of time speaking to lots of different sources, because with 2 young kids, we probably weren't going to make it up easily. After kind of settling on the source there, they happened to be in Wales, which was closer to where we live anyway. We grew up Devon, Cornwall, so we used to come here a lot. We knew the Brecon Beacons. Yeah, our first property, which was this one, we purchased it, did the refurb, legals, all less than 100k, so that kind of fit the bill. This one was 50k. The refurb was 37 and legals, I think they're about 4, so it was 91k all in. Yeah, so we got it revalued in November. So work started in August. We completed 5th of November. Then we got it revalued 2 weeks later at 122, which meant we pulled all of our money out. We listed it, I want to say, the 18th of November, and that very next day we got our first booking. That was a 5-nighter, but then they booked directly. They extended the booking for another 15 nights directly, so that avoided online travel agency costs, which was really good for us. So I was thinking about holiday lets, so in my head I was thinking Lake District, like near where we were, but straight away when I was on the course they started speaking about seasonality, and then I was thinking, yeah, a lot of these places that are in my head, they're definitely seasonal. Yeah, so that was probably the main driver for this area. So we knew that there was a lot of development and regen going on in the area. We also knew that there was a £300 million development that was in the pipeline, and we've been keeping a close eye on it, and that's just recently got planning. Yeah, we want to start doing outreach and making sure that those contractors know that we're on the map, basically. SA jumped out to me straight away. Yeah, we knew that we wanted cash flow, and we knew that we wanted kind of nice places and nice different parts of the country, because in our head we had like an idyllic vision of visiting them and being able to enjoy the areas ourselves. We also just did it kind of on a very small time scale. We converted our garage and we essayed that out in Dorset, and that did really well, so we kind of knew a little bit about it. It wasn't completely alien, but obviously it's on a way different scale, managing it from afar, getting the cleaners in, maintenance, and obviously a whole property rather than just a garage. This is our second one in Aberdare, so it was a 3-bed, 1 bath, but we're looking at making it a 2-bath, 4-bed. We've opened it up upstairs just to make the rooms slightly bigger, and then we've got a downstairs bathroom that's leading off the kitchen. So we're stood in the lounge at the moment. We really like the brickwork in here, so we're just keeping that as an original feature. It's made loads of progress. I think we're 9 weeks in now to what was a 14-week project. Yeah, compared to what it was all falling down. We wouldn't have been able to bring the kids in here, so yeah, there's a lot of work that's been done. So we're using the same builder that we used on the last place, and just for speed, we said, yeah, we're going to get the same kitchen in. This is a brand new bedroom in here. That used to be a bathroom. So that's now our 4th bedroom. So this one with a nice big window, lots of light. So we've just completed on project number 4. We're due to complete on project number 5 next week, and yeah, we're just taking on project 6 yesterday. This is going to be the 4th bedroom.
With an ensuite in the corner here. Yeah, it's as expected really, and a bit of a mess, but you know that's what you want. You want a property which is in a bit of a state. We purchased this property for £76,000, and the refurb we are looking at around about £46,000. So we're looking at basically converting this property from a 3-bed to a 4-bed, and in that 4th bed we are looking to stick an ensuite in there. It's high demand in this area for service accommodation, so we're going to stick to that, and it's a lovely area.
We were thinking like we might do 1 or 2 at a push in a year, though yeah, absolutely didn't think that it was going to be possible to do this. And we also thought like we're going to start off with our pot. Well, we didn't realise at the time how much that pot was going to be, but we were going to try and kind of build something and then just kind of keep recycling it and going again. But obviously for our learning, like it didn't need to be like that, and we could scale a lot quicker. So the first one was fully our own, 100% our own funds, but since then it's been 100% investor funded. Yeah, deal 2, 3, 4, 5 were investor funded, and I've literally just had a message this morning from the investor that I shared our deal with for number 6, who said they're really excited to come on board. So that was a nice message to receive.
This glass, this new window will be toughened glass. Anything below 830 mils will be toughened. So we are putting toughened glass in here.
Okay.
And also the design of the windows changed slightly. It won't be top openers. They'll be half and half. So basically then if they can jump out as an emergency escape route.
Okay.
But again, we've got to take that into consideration with all bedrooms, things like that as well.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, liking the progress, that's for sure.
Yeah, same. We are now in Aberdare, just down the road from our project number 2. We're about 3 weeks into our project, and this one we're really excited about because we've reconfigured quite a lot. Just been having a chat with our builder, Dan.
It just worked out really well doing it at that angle.
I was thinking with your carpentry skills as well, Dan, we could do something clever with like storage and add some nice little like wooden shelving, you know, things like that.
The people that numpties I send around here say, oh, just service the windows, but in an ideal world, they all need to be changed.
Oh, yeah,
sure.
But
definitely.
Boilers stay in, but we are putting new rads in for you.
Yeah, okay.
And obviously in the bathrooms then you'll have towel rads in there. We usually do a black spec. Like if you want to change it to silver, you can do.
Yeah.
I like sort of black spec.
Dan is a builder that was recommended to us via our sources. Yeah, we've got a great relationship with Dan. He wasn't sure whether we could get a 4th bedroom in this, but I looked at the floor plan and I was quite confident that we could. So we changed his mind, and now he's glad that we did, and he's really excited by the project. Yeah, we've got a lot more in the pipeline with him, so yeah, excited to work together.
It's a lot you can do a lot to this actually. We just started cutting it down today.
Oh, yeah,
it's a good shape.
This
There was trees and everything for you. So we started cutting that down now.
Yeah.
The plan tomorrow is obviously to rake it all back, clear it all out. And then they've got and just on a schedule to make it presentable.
Yeah,
Have we got a fence either side, do you know, or is that not in there? Nothing's in there. Well, I've already stepped away from my job, so yeah, I handed my notice in November, and my last day was a few weeks ago, and that's because we know that our first one was already cash flowing and nearly replaced my income. Chris, my husband, he can then step away from his job in June once we've got like 5 up and running. So it means that we're just going to have freedom as a family. We're going to be able to go travelling like we want to. Toby, our eldest, he's starting school in September, so when I joined Touchstone, the big goal was always to be able to quit our jobs and go travelling like before he starts school. So we're kind of well on track to do that, and I guess just doing things without thinking about it. Like when we go out for a meal, we'll be looking at the budget. Like I didn't have gravy yesterday because it was an extra £2. Like hopefully that won't be an issue for us soon. And just being able to treat the family as well. So we want, obviously our parents are getting on a bit now, and I just want to be able to take them away, and we've got an idea of getting all of the family together. So we're looking at a really luxurious 10-bedroom mansion nearby here actually for Christmas. So if we're in a position to do that and treat all of the family, that would just be amazing. And yeah, that's what we want, and we want to build a legacy for our kids essentially, so that they have all the choices that they want. I think anyone that's willing to take action and make a change, you'll do it. And you've got the coaches, you've got the support, you've got the network, all of the resources are there. And it's just having that strong vision in your head and just kind of keep going. For us as well, another big thing was we didn't accept no. So when we were trying to release money at the start, lots of brokers said to us, you're not going to be able to, but we just spoke to more until they said yes. Sources, I spoke to about 50 different sources until I found the right one. There's always an option out there, and the network is just absolutely invaluable. And yeah, you've just got to take action and follow the steps because it works.